Attention. The views expressed in this video are not always that of our sponsors. We are neither doctors or lawyers. Always make sure to consult a professional for any legal or medical advice. We are legal medical cannabis patients, cultivators, and caregivers. This show is meant for entertainment and educational purposes and is intended for viewers over the age of 18.
What's up?
What's going on,
How's it going? Happy 420, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Top Shelf. I'm Big V.
I'm Zach.
And everybody else here is the pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. So, got Chris.
Eric. Pablo.
Say it again, Eric. Get closer.
Eric.
Get closer.
Mike. Oh, you got your mic?
Bobby. Skyler.
You got your mic.
Get the mic.
Chris. Bobby. Skyler.
Okay, so, yeah. What's up, everybody? All right, well, you know what? Just before we dab in, I want to say we went out to Casey Cannabis Company today, and we had to talk with Clay Stallings. If you go on Evolution Magazine, you'll be able to see their that interview there with a bunch of other ones. We had to follow Leah and April, which That's a hard act to follow.
Yeah.
So we're definitely not as pretty as they are.
No,
so,
nowhere near.
You know, yeah. So it's like whatever. If we have to follow them, we will. Whatever.
But yeah, we got this.
But then
crumble.
Eric came on and followed us, so that
Yeah.
wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, we
What is this? We got some
What is
Mojo Crumble
Mojo. What kind is it? We both got some.
LSD.
LSD.
Yeah, it says LSD right on here. It says, what, 76.32% CBD. Oh, I see where they got it. THC. I've read it wrong. They have it opposite
there.
all the other ones.
Careful there.
So
That'll get you.
3.9% THC, THCA 76, and looks like still 0 CBD and all that good
I
stuff.
don't think you can see what it looks like.
Oh, wow.
Can you zoom in on that, Dave? Come on. I'll try to. Hold on. Let
Keep
me.
it moving. Keep it moving.
There we
There
go.
we go. Can you see it? It's crumble. It does crumble. It's nice and brown. It looks like brown sugar.
Yeah.
And it definitely crumbles. Got a great scent to it. So we're just going to tell y'all whether we think it's worth a shit. So,
And while we're going ahead and dabbing in, tag a friend in the post. We didn't get
Yeah.
to our daily
Oh, yeah.
post, so tag a friend in the post or in the live feed, and you'll get entered to the drawing. There.
yeah, so that's how you're entering our contest for the drawings tonight. Tag someone in here, and we're going to enter your name on the wheel, and we're going to
wheel.
spin the wheel, and that's how we're going to do the drawing. So, Eric's not dabbing. He's got the flower power. Everybody's got to wait on torches.
Yep.
Pablo got his torch. There we go. Here you go, bud. Ooh, it's a sizzling. Well, at least it didn't turn black.
Right.
Gassy.
Gassy.
Gassy. Definitely. Woo. Definitely got a decent flavor too. This is from Coco Labs for all you guys.
Yeah.
They're the ones who made this. Coco Labs.
Oh, I better start typing names.
Yeah, you better.
Let's see.
Don't worry, they'll come up on here in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. So, okay. I'll let you know what I think about it in a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So we're here tonight. Looks like Zach's going to be busy.
Yep.
We
Get
got,
you guys in for the drawing.
Yep, we got Pablo here.
Howdy.
Get your mic right there, brother.
How's it going?
We're a little short on mics
We're
tonight,
short
so
on
we're gonna make
mics,
do.
so can you get it up there, man?
Yeah. Yeah.
Put
sorry,
up closer to your, will it clip on? there
Yeah,
you go.
just keep slipping.
We don't have all the big fancy shit like Evolution does. Well, we got some fancy shit. Fancy stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All these pretty lights.
I know. Pretty lights. We got new studio lights. You can't see the difference here, but when we get back to our regular studio, you'll see them. So, yeah, Pablo, Eric McSwain.
How you doing? Thanks for having me tonight.
Hey, I'm glad to have you. You've never been on my show. We did that little, we just couldn't seem to, well, anyway.
Distance, man.
I know,
Distance
dude.
and the Rona thing.
You're clear out there in freaking Columbia
BFE.
or up above Columbia. So, but yeah, Eric McSwain. I'm not even going to say you're with MCIA because, dude, that's not your identity. Okay, that's who you represent most of the time. But, dude, I'll tell you what. There aren't a whole lot of people that I have. I mean, not saying that I don't have respect for a lot of people, but there aren't a whole lot of people that I respect as a top shelf grower, a top level grower, and you're definitely one of them. So,
Appreciate that.
you got the same passion as I do. He is even more hardcore living soil than I am. So, he does no-till, beds, So, and
I
do
hear he
more of,
likes the dank.
Yeah.
I don't know. You liking it?
does. I'm in week.
Can you hear him? Okay.
I'm in week 7. Got the dank running, and hey, it's doing good. I actually
that makes me feel good.
I just put in a quarter cup of soybean meal
Mm-hmm.
and a quarter cup of blood meal
Okay.
per cubic foot, and haven't had any kind of deficiencies whatsoever.
Nice.
She's going to go all the way to the end.
Right on. You know,
Very
and
cool.
yeah,
Alright.
I mean, you know, the blood meal is great for nitrogen. Great for nitrogen, but do not use blood meal on your outdoor plants. Just saying. Oh my
Critters.
goodness. Yep.
Critters.
They'll get dug up.
Critters.
So, and that's one of the reasons we don't use bone or blood meal in the dank is because we don't want, you know, it's kind of formulated to be used inside or outside. And so we don't want animals digging it up. But it's also done with the consistency so that it can be amended a little bit and kind of tailored to, I mean, you know, you got a guy here who knows what his plant's like. He says, what's in your soil? I say this. And he says, okay, got it. There's a few little things I want to do to tweak it to make it fit my personal preference. And he did it, and he's having great luck, man.
Hey, first time with cocoa too. So
Yeah, and
Super
it's the majority cocoa. Now it's a cocoa peat blend.
Yep.
But yeah, it's definitely 2/3 cocoa. So, but yeah, I love cocoa. I used to hate cocoa. Oh my God! First time I tried cocoa, I didn't grow in it again for 3 years. I mean, three weeks. Yeah. So anyway, we'll move on from here. We got Chris Dalton.
Yeah.
Who
Hey
is
y'all. Hey y'all.
he's the founder of our feast tonight.
Glad.
Man, I've been waiting to say that. I love saying that. Chris Dalton, the founder of our feast.
It's a privilege to have the opportunity to accommodate you all. So thank you.
Brother, I love it here.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Yep.
you.
Thank you for everything you do. You've
Yes.
provided a home and a platform for the community. And, you know,
Glad to do it, y'all. So
That's
come on
perfect.
down.
yep. So come down to Happy Rock. Get yourself some
Dank.
dirt.
Some dank.
soil.
Come and get the dank.
you got to serenade
I know,
me?
right?
Oh,
Is that what you did?
handmade artisanal growing medium.
There it is.
There it is.
So, Bobby Hoover.
Hello.
Now, go ahead, Bobby. Hi.
Hello, I'm Bobby. This is Skylar, my
Bo-
son.
Yep, Bobby Hoover, his son Skylar. Now I kind of put it out there a little bit. They have an amazing story, and they're going to share it with us here pretty soon. And yeah, so you're going to be touched, you're going to be moved, and hopefully you're going to be compelled. And I hope the right people are watching
I hope so too.
because we're going to lay down some truth here. So get real. So that's what we're here for tonight, and it's 4:20. We're going to keep it positive. That's not what time it is.
Yeah, you
And
got
that's
your
not even
time
my
right
credit
there.
score anymore.
Always 420 on 420.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's always 420 somewhere.
Well,
so
it's always 420.
yeah. So wow. You know what? Hey, Shauna, could you do me a favor and you see that little case right here on the table in front of the cup? That black case, the oblong? No, the small one right there. Yes, ma'am. Is that it? Yeah. Toss that to me, please. Or just bring it to me.
Yeah, dig that.
Awesome. Thank you.
Good job.
Nice. So yeah, I want to have this over here for later because as soon as I get the feeling on that dab, I'm going to smoke a joint. So, how's everybody doing? What are you guys all hitting on tonight? What's your medication for this
Going out
evening?
there.
You getting all the names, bro?
Yep.
Awesome.
Oh, there's a couple more. Sorry.
Yep, got some names. So yeah, so anyway, it's been a crazy week here. We had our Grow It Forward 2021 giveaway this week. Shauna
It was a blast.
Shauna Shaw-Rank-Meyer. I'm pretty sure I got it. She schooled me on how to say it today. Shaw-Rank-Meyer.
It's two names.
Yeah.
Shaw Rankmeyer.
Rank-Meyer. So, okay, yeah. And so she came today and she picked up her grow package, and that was awesome. You know, I don't think it could have gone to a better person. So now we're starting the new 2021 grow package grow it forward giveaway, and we'll be putting out the link to go in and register for that, and that's pretty cool. So we're going to be giving away another grow package, and that's what we're doing. And so
Yes.
yeah, and-
We're planning another little event around it as
yep,
well.
when we do the giveaway, we'll do
Yeah.
another event.
That will to be announced.
To be announced. So yeah, we're also starting another thing. I want to start doing a top shelf gear competition. It's going to be a monthly competition. We're going to give away like a mystery box, a top shelf mystery box with some cool shit in it, worth over $200 every month. if you post a picture of yourself in your top shelf gear, and it's going to be the top shelf gear of the month. So we're going to have a different design designated for each month of the year for you to post your picture of and win a really cool gift package. So yeah, that's coming up.
Yep.
And that's going to be starting right now because
We have one going.
I have one going right now. So yeah, and I posted that today. Find that post on our page and enter. So that was
Trying
a
to
lot
get all
say.
the names still in. They're pouring in still.
So yeah,
So I will say one of the
keep
entry. We do have an entry in there from Michigan. We got someone watching from Michigan. I saw.
Michigan, yeah, baby.
Michigan.
Who's that? Who is it?
Vito.
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 What's up, Vito from Michigan? What
Yeah.
part of Michigan are you from, Vito? I got some good friends in Michigan, man. I got some good friends up just northeast of Traverse City.
Oh, okay. Very
Yeah.
cool.
So yeah. So what part are you from? It'll be a while. Well, is it come up there? Did you say?
Yeah. Not yet. Not yet.
Okay,
So,
cool. So yeah, so we're getting ready here to kick off this new month with some really cool stuff. So, but one of the things, one of the things we did go out to. You guys saw that we went out to the soft opening of the dispensary and
Kansas City Cannabis.
yeah, Kansas City Cannabis Company, those guys. And we went out there today and we kind of went in and they took good care of us. But
Yeah.
most of all, when I went in there today, what I was doing is I was paying attention to how they were taking care of everybody else. Because they're probably going to take fairly good care of us. Not saying them particularly, but, we usually get treated pretty good when we go to a dispensary because most people, know who we are and want us to say good things about them. So
Yeah.
I'm paying more attention to how they're treating other people when I'm in there.
Right.
And we were in there today, and I will say I got some pictures. They got some really cool magnifying boxes and all. They've got their little bud in the boxes, and it's manicured really nice. And you push the little plastic thing, and it whiffs it into your nose, so
Yeah,
you
it's
can smell
really
it.
cool.
So
Got a little magnifying
yeah,
glass.
got a magnifying so you can get up and see the trichomes. Can't
Really
see them
cool.
close enough to see what color they are, but you can see
Right.
that there's a lot of them there.
Or there's not,
so it's-
one of the
yeah,
two.
or there's not. And they've got quite a selection out there. Okay, so there you go. We got a giveaway. You got
So,
the wheel going there, brother?
I got the wheel.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to give away some Gobsmack genetics here.
What do we got here?
We've
Down
got
at
the IG88.
IG88.
Again, these are testers, so when you get these, plant them as soon as you can, and on whatever Facebook group you are on, we'd love for you to post them on our group. Post your results of the grow, the pictures of the plants, all this stuff. These guys are from Kansas City here, so they're truly local breeders, and they're really trying to bring across some really killer gear, and they really specialize in autoflowers, but they're going to be bringing some FEMs and some photo
Yeah.
period regulars also, and these are photo regulars.
So let's get this contest going.
Yep.
So we got a little wheel. I put all your guys' names in on this
Yep,
wheel. on
no
my
more
phone.
drawing.
Fancy.
Yep. So let's see. We're gonna hit that wheel.
Fancy.
Let's see. I know you guys can't see it, but let's see.
Oh my God.
Wow. Of course, growing health.
Growing healthcare, you've got some Gobsmack
yeah.
genetics. There you
So,
go.
Let me
Awesome.
see. Put you down in my little notebook.
She's got a garden full of good shit.
Yes, she does.
So, and I know she'll be posting.
Zach, give it up for Zach.
Yeah, Zach.
Yeah.
All right.
Handling business.
He's taking
Yeah.
care of business like it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Next seed giveaway is going to be some lemon Fugo Haze from probably Fire Genetics. Got our man here threw some seeds. Oh, I love them, man. I love them. Come a long way from the Sharpie on there.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't graduated yet, man. I haven't graduated. I got some Carl's cake that's going to go with the top shelf giveaway tonight. I'm going to talk about that for a minute. I got a shirt, a hat, and this really cool micro. What's the name of that?
A vape pen or vape, isn't it?
Yeah, the Da Vinci. I posted a picture of it on the page, so that's going to be our final giveaway tonight. And you have to You have to be on here.
You have to tag someone.
Yeah, that's what we're doing here is we're making sure you guys are on here watching because we want the people who are on here watching to win the beans
Yep.
and to win the shirt and to win the stuff, not just people who throw a name on a post and then go about their business and hope to get an email. So, well, we want people that are watching the show. We want you guys to win. So this is how we're going to do it from now on.
Yep.
You got to be here to win, period. That's it, baby, yeah. Woo! So, whatever. Anyway, so now, what do we do, man? We're here, it's 420.
What are you supposed to do on 420?
Dab.
I think we need to do another dab.
We're supposed to dab. And then I want Pablo to tell us who he is.
Yes.
And I want us to tell us about what he is bringing to the table. Oh yeah, there
Happy
it goes.
420, everybody.
Oh yeah, I like them cool. You like to really get them cooking, or do you like them cool?
Low temp dab.
Low temp. Yep, I like them just where they start to melt and bubble a little bit, and then I let them melt on down.
Especially when you're working with
Oh yeah.
So what's everybody else smoking on tonight? We haven't asked that yet, or at least not that I know of. What's everybody else smoking on?
I might have earlier, but who knows?
I've dabbed since then. Yeah.
What are you smoking, Eric?
Smoking on some vanilla frosting.
Vanilla
Humboldt Seed
frosting.
Company.
Is that an auto?
Nope. It's gassy. Got the vanilla. 21% THC, 7% CBD.
You got a terpene profile?
I don't know. They have it published. They have it
Do
published.
they?
so,
Okay,
yeah,
cool,
I
cool,
don't,
cool.
I don't have it remembered.
That reminds me.
Oh yeah.
Where'd that go?
What you looking for?
I had something.
Ooh, look at that.
I'll get it during break. Don't worry about it. I'm not going
Alright.
to throw it out here yet. I have something that I want to share with everybody.
Okay.
So, yeah. Did you grow that yourself?
I did. I sure did. It wasn't an accident. I don't know if I'll
Throw
keep
some
it
seeds
around.
out the back
Yeah.
door?
I don't know if I'll keep it around though. It was a little bit of a challenge to grow. Took a little training.
Finicky?
Not too finicky. I mean, I'm in living soil, so they just do what they want. Take what they want or not.
Right.
But a little stretchy, and I'm in a tent.
Right,
So I gotta
yeah.
worry about season
Yeah, yeah.
height. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, and 6 is not enough. If I grow 12 of them and flower them when they were smaller, that would be better. But no, it's good medicine though. Has been.
Right on.
Made myself happy. Grew one for a patient. They enjoyed it. They wished I'd keep it around, so I think I'm gonna keep looking.
Right.
Maybe in, it's supposed to be like an F4, but maybe in one of those bags of seeds, there's an outlier that's a little bushier with, a little shorter.
Yep.
I don't
Find a
know.
different phenotype. That's what I like to do. I like to have my stable, my plants that I have that I
Yeah.
love to keep around and then bring the new shit in. And I mean, every once in a while, there's that one that crops up that says it's a keeper.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, wow, okay. This is some nice looking bud.
Hey,
and then you
baby.
pull it down. Yeah, and it's like
Hey,
you're sweet
baby.
and frosty and plump and I just want to bring it down and rub it all over my face,
Right.
And that usually sometimes that one beats out whatever you have. I know.
Right.
I know. Thing about it is I got one of those phenos from some
Probably
seeds
fire.
I picked up from some probably fire genetics here, man. That Alien OG that I got, I've got some that just went into bloom. I haven't posted any pictures of them in a long time, but this one particular cultivar that came out of that phenotype, what's the proper word for it, man?
Variety. Just variety.
So
It's just a variety. That's really all it is.
But that particular phenotype out of that variety, though, because they were all Alien OG, but that one was short, bushy, chunky, and frosty, man, and it had
Nice.
such a beautiful smell. And that's why I always take cuttings before I flip a new variety. I try to get at least one good rooted cutting to set off to the side, because if it turns out to be fire, I'm going to keep it. And that one has actually the first plant in a long time, in all my months of growing, that made a home in my stable. And so
Nice.
that was probably Fire Genetics. Tell us what
Yeah.
you're doing, dude. I mean, because I'm not a breeder. Okay, I know how to breed plants. I
Right.
got the basic understanding. I used to breed dogs, pit bulls to be specific, and so the genetic, all that is the same with plants as it is animals. So I knew a lot.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah. So when I got into cannabis and growing cannabis, I learned a lot about breeding, and I was like, oh wow, man, I just change it from this to that, and it's the same principle. So then just learning the craft was learning how to spot the dominant traits and what I wanted to bring out and all that. And I'm still okay at it. I'm a pollen chucker. I'm not a breeder.
Right.
I mean,
Well,
I throw some pollen at something,
Yeah,
and there it
that's
is.
right,
Boom.
that's all right.
Hey, what do we get? You know.
Yeah,
And so,
I think
but you know,
pollen chuckers. It's a commonly used phrase, but it's commonly used as an attack towards someone else. Like
I'll own it, brother, because
you're a
that's what
pollen
yeah,
chucker, you
right,
know.
you
But
know.
it doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah.
Your intentions are what
Yeah.
really
Well,
matter.
conspiracy theorist is got a negative connotation too, but that doesn't mean it's negative. Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll go on. That was somewhere else. But yeah, so I mean, do you consider yourself a breeder?
I consider myself a breeder.
Okay. Tell us
it-
what you're doing, dude.
Really, the thing that I am passionate about is taking old school varieties and reintroducing them, because the trend that I see commonly with cannabis is that we are bottlenecking certain specific genetic traits.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
wants something crossed with this. It has to be crossed with this specific runts or this specific cookies, and if it's not making it onto shelves, into the hands of the consumer, or anything, otherwise. It's not cool, and it's not advertised, and it's not, produced because people want what's going to sell best.
It blows my
from
mind.
from the business perspective.
Right. Yeah.
And
absolutely.
at being a patient in Missouri's medical system, I know relying on other people for my medicine hasn't been exactly, a great time. So,
Right, and so you start, as far as producing genetics, everything came from an old school genetic at one point, right?
oh yeah,
They all came from the old school genetics. And,
Yeah.
when you, the one thing I'm noticing about, I hadn't gone from seed in at least several months. When it'd been a long time since I'd grown from seed.
yeah. It's
Okay,
easy
I was
to take
always
a cutting and
doing cuttings. I had the ones I liked.
Always be
I,
cut.
I,
Yep.
I was running a
Always
bit.
be cut.
I'm running a business. I need my medicine here. I got the 4 varieties that I like that do for me. They're all a little different, and so that's what I stayed consistent with.
Yeah.
Well, now here over the last year or so, I've started popping a lot of seeds, going through, finding what's new,
Surprise.
because I was in a cave. Well, you know what?
it was a good cave.
It was a good cave because here's why. Dude, I plant 6 seeds and I don't know what the hell I'm going to get. It might not look like the one that was on the picture on the deal or in the description or anything.
Not even
You
close.
go to the dispensary, you buy a nug, whether you go to Colorado looking for beans, right? You go to all the dispensaries, you buy some shit, you smoke it, and then you go back and you go, okay, I like that. I want some of those seeds because I know I can grow it. If it was this good grown by you, I know it's going to be fire. Okay, once I get done with it. So we get those seeds, take them home, plant 6 seeds, and you get 6 different plants.
Yeah.
And none of them are like what you smoked at the dispensary.
Yeah.
Now, if you're just pheno hunting, that's cool.
Right.
But I don't even know if you can consider them an F1, dude. Can you consider a polyhybrid an F1? Something that's like, is there like a poly hybrid?
See,
I mean,
F1
I call them scatterbred.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, a polyhybrid is essentially just an F1.
Yeah.
And, if you want to go,
But if it's a polyhybrid of a polyhybrid of a polyhybrid of a polyhybrid, I mean, dude, it's just a mutt.
So
essentially, yeah,
Yeah.
and and that's kind of where I key in on the whole bottlenecking is at a certain point, just like with German Shepherds or many other things, there's a point where we've bred it past the dominant genetics taking precedence.
Right.
Now the recessive genetics are taking precedence, and then it's starting to backwash or become all the things that it once was.
Right. Right.
And not necessarily good things. I mean, some of these varieties are old school hemp varieties,
Yep, that you don't
that were
want.
grown in the Alps, and you
Right.
don't necessarily want that.
Right.
Right.
It might be great for someone, but it's not great for everybody.
And so what I'm seeing is all the hard work that our forefathers did to take this wild plant and bring it into such an amazing genetic structure and different varieties and stuff being blasted out of the water. And what you're saying is you're trying to pull back to that, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I mean, back to my packaging. Just it's real. This
Yeah,
is
the
this is
DNA
real simple to me,
strands,
and
dude, yeah.
to me this means absolutely
Yeah.
nothing. It's not the packaging. It's what's
Right.
inside of it.
And it's simple. It's simple, but it's
You know.
cool.
That's why
Because it's a house of
Yeah.
genetics right there to me.
Yeah.
It's a house full of genetics. It's a house full of DNA.
I call it the House of Fire.
The House of Fire. Dude,
Nice.
cool.
I dig it.
So probably Fire Genetics. Be looking for more from this guy, okay? And getting some of his stuff in your garden. I guarantee you can't go wrong with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, get a hold of this guy. He definitely. Do you have a site, a website, or is it Facebook?
Yeah, it's probably fire.com. Just real simple.
Yeah, probablyfire.com, and I guarantee you it probably is fire. You're going to find something you're going to want to keep out of that for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, hell yeah, rock and roll.
Oh,
All right,
time
man.
again.
Speaking of probably fire,
Yeah.
we're going to give away some probably fire lemon Fugo haze right here, F2.
All right, let's give this a spin. So we got,
It's just on the second day
Mr. Michigan.
Mr. Michigan one.
Vito. I'm not even going to try.
Gatiano.
All right, for all you
Gaetano Vito.
new viewers, you have 24 hours to send Top Shelf a message and give us your info.
All right, Vito. Yeah. So go on our page, Vito, and shoot us a message so that we can get these beans to you.
The store can
Probably
drop it off.
fire, and
Now-
if you like old school genetics, you're gonna like them.
I think it's
I mean,
time.
the haze is what I'm turned on by.
The haze.
Yeah, because that tells me that it's definitely gonna have a sativa dominance type deal.
Right.
So
It's time for some news, I think.
It's time for
Update.
news.
The weekly update.
So, okay, we got our weekly update with Stuart Wells. Where's our up? It's time for the Top Shelf Weekly Update with Stuart Wells. Hey, Stuart.
Oh my goodness. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Stuart.
Hi, Stuart.
Happy
We love you.
420. Love you all. Love the whole cannabis community. Appreciate everybody. I've reflected a lot about that today. So really appreciate each and every one of you. All right. To start us off on this day of days, I want to wish a happy 50th birthday to this holiday that celebrates cannabis. For those of you who don't know the origin of 420, I've done a little research and I've got it here for you. It originated in the fall of 1971 at San Rafael High School, just north of San Francisco. 5 high school students that called themselves the Waldos went on an adventure to find a cannabis patch near an old abandoned lighthouse using a type of treasure map left by the grower. They referred to this quest as the 420 Louis. With many failed attempts at finding the garden, they eventually dropped the Louis and just used the number 420 when speaking about the map and the quest in general. So there you have it, guys. Because of a few hippies in Cali, we all get to celebrate year after year and, well, day after day, this wonderful plant. That reminds me of when we were younger, we used to, remember when we used to think that it was police code? You guys remember that? That seems really funny to me now. Like cops were sitting around talking about, yeah, we got a 420 in progress, you know. So I guess anytime you smoked, you had to sit by your scanner, and that way, if a 420 was coming to your address, you just put it out, you know. That way, you're good to go. Anyway, moving on. So the list of celebrities to start their own cannabis line continues to grow. This week we add Jaleel White. He joins other celebrities like Seth Rogen and Ice Cube, and I assume Snoop Dogg, of course. You or your parents may know him as the Family Matters Steve Urkel. Jaleel White recently fired up his own canna brand in partnership with 710 Labs. His cannabis line will focus on purple-based strains, of course, under the moniker It's Purple. The fun continues with an even more fitting name, calling the strain Purple Urkel, which I thought that was already a strain, but whatever, I guess he probably has rights to it. It's one of the flagship strains he tends to work with. Purple Urkel will also be available in California with plans to soon expand to New York. So if you're watching and you're out in California, or when it gets to New York and you get to try some out, holler at us, let us know how it is. Hopefully they didn't waste the opportunity to call the strain Got Any Cheese, because I think that would be really funny. So, all right. So, this next story may seem like a bit of deja vu. We reported on the Safe Banking Act a few weeks ago. Monday, the U.S. House of Representatives passed the cannabis banking reform by a strong bipartisan vote of 321 yeas to 101 nays. Very nice. The bill was overwhelmingly supported earlier in the day in a voice vote, but a formal roll call vote was demanded and conducted Monday evening. As we reported, the Safe Banking Act would enable banks and other financial institutions to serve state legal marijuana businesses without fear of punitive measures taken by the federal government. All right, and I close with you with a Facebook post from Mayor Lucas I'd like to report on. He started by wishing happy holidays to those celebrating 420. I like the attitude. In the post, he expressed his desire to resolve several issues concerning the cannabis community. Specifically, he would like to see marijuana decriminalized in both Missouri and Kansas. He would also like to see records expunged for all those convicted of past standalone marijuana offenses. And he would like to see corrections made in what he calls inequitable marijuana operation and farming licenses. So I appreciate those words very much, and I know you all do as well. Happy 420, and I'll see you in a minute.
Yabba dabba doo.
I'm gonna spark this up. Hey guys, welcome
What's
back.
up?
Thank you, Stuart. That was awesome.
I'm gonna dab back in.
I'm gonna fire up some
I'm
Carl's
gonna do that
cake.
too here in a minute. You got some
I'll
Carl's
use
cake
you later.
there?
Yeah, I got some Carl's cake I harvested.
Dude, I'll tell you what, I'm loving what I'm hearing from the Carl's
Yeah.
cake.
The Carl's cake is awesome. It is definitely something staying in my garden for sure.
It's nice, dude. I'm awesome. You know, I'm thrilled to death. I can't wait to get it tested.
Yeah.
I can't wait to take it out and get it tested.
Probably.
Get terpene profiles.
He's gonna come sit with you.
I think Carl would be proud,
Yeah,
what I understand.
it's got a great flavor to it. I love the flavor.
Carl's,
Was that pretty true to the one he loved to bring home?
oh yeah, for sure. And the one that now it took me like well over a year to get a hold of the cut that I used, and it's the breeder's cut that I used to do his Carl's cake with. So, yeah, it took me a while to get it, but I got it, and evidently it took me too long. So, but you know what?
It's good
A
stuff.
star is born.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, so I mean, you know, I took a gamble. I cared more about the legacy than I did how good it was, to be honest with you. I used the bag seed for the mail, and hey, you know, sometimes you hit the nail right on the head, and I don't look. There's some amazing stuff coming out of it, man. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
and I mean, I don't take any credit for it at all. I just happened to pick the right fucking seed and put it there, and I didn't
Yeah.
do anything. It was a seed. I just went through the motion. To me, it was meant to be. So
You
yeah,
gonna come join us, Stuart?
you gonna come hang out?
Look, we got a
Scoot this
spot.
way, Pablo.
Get through without messing up.
You're good. Stuart's going to come join us and hang out on 420.
Yeah, it's a party. Yeah.
It's my party. I'll get high if I want to. High
Yeah.
if I want to.
Yeah, it's legal.
Kind of, for those of us who are fucked up. You know. Right, Chris?
That's right.
Chris always says, we're all a little crazy. We're all
Yeah.
a little fucked in our heads.
A little messed up.
Yeah, I
A
tell you
little
what,
messed up in our heads.
you guys ought to come up and spend the day up here with Chris. Yeah,
Right.
You want a mind fuck? I mean, this guy, he'll put it on you, dude. I mean, yeah.
Whether you like it.
You'll be a
Right.
you'll be a changed person. You'll be a changed person for the better.
Call it a motivational speech.
Oh, yeah, it's motivational, all right.
Yeah.
You better listen.
I ain't eating. Get in line, soldier.
He's a slave driver over here, man. I'll tell you what, I'll be back there making soil, and he'll come start throwing shit at me.
Right? Both of us.
Get to work, you slug.
Heaven forbid I smoke a cigarette. That's even worse then.
I know. Yeah, so if you guys don't know Chris, you're
Yeah.
missing out, man.
He's a
I
good
mean,
guy.
seriously, you guys come up here and get to know him. So, Chris, you're a new medical patient, right?
I've had my card for 14 months.
14 months.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now I've heard it all. It was kind of hard for you to take that step to get your card.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
you know, as it was for many of us.
Yes.
But you got it.
Yes.
Do you encourage other people to get it?
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
I hate yes men.
So I was having a beer with Jody Horseman and Clay Stallings, and of course,
Is it legal to share lighters?
the counselor laid out the perfect argument, and you have to follow the advice of counsel, or she won't let you forget about it. So, and it's the right thing to do, and everybody should do that. All you guys should get your cards.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you should do. It protects you.
Yeah.
It's too easy, and
Feels too good
It
and
does.
to get it.
It really does.
It feels
It
awesome.
feels amazing.
and if you ever make a mistake in your grow, you got backup.
Yep.
Now you can run to the dispensary, and it happens. So
Right.
you know.
Yes, it
Well,
does.
you know, and honestly, man, you know, I kind of like going to the dispensaries once in a while. It's kind of cool to go in there, and I mean, hell, I can't. Where else can you go in and just say, okay, I got 6 different varieties here, 8 different varieties here. I want to try one of each. I want to try this one today, this one next week, whatever. Grab a gram, grab an 8. You don't have. I mean, you can grab a gram. I don't need more than a gram to tell if I like
Yeah.
something.
Sure.
Which
You know,
they're
and
starting to
then
do now
You
at
can
some
buy
of them.
them seeds,
Sure.
and
Yeah.
you can grow it if you want to. I mean, our thing is to grow. You should be growing. If you're not growing, you're not knowing. Did that
Yeah.
run? If you're not growing, you're not knowing.
Yeah. How's
Yeah.
it going?
Yeah,
While you're growing.
we be flowing.
It doesn't
Right.
rhyme, but
They
it's
don't
just
be
going to be
known.
really difficult to achieve cannabis independence if you're not growing. You
Right.
can
I
find a
agree.
caregiver. If you can find a caregiver, that's fantastic too. But I encourage everyone to grow.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just-
It's one of the biggest things we push here on Top Shelf is growing your own.
Yeah. So, you know,
That's why
come out of
people
the
like
closet,
Chris are so
get your med
important.
card.
Yeah.
It's your med card.
Chris here opened a hydroponic store.
Yep.
I wouldn't suggest
I don't know.
everybody open a hydroponic store just because you got your fucking med card. Okay, but he did.
Right.
Got his med card and opened a hydroponic store.
I don't know how the hell that happened, but here we are.
Here we are.
Right.
You know.
So,
anyway,
yeah.
yeah.
I got my med card and we started a podcast.
Yeah,
So I mean,
yeah, here we are.
Yeah, here we are, you know.
Hey, y'all, here we are.
Yeah, here we are. So, got any words of encouragement for our crew, the community out there, Chris?
Grow happy.
Grow happy.
Grow happy.
So, who are you involved with? What's your role in the community?
So
You're
right.
a big shot, dude.
No, I'm not a big shot, you know. I'm
hates
I'm
that.
involved with MCIA. I might be VP.
Vice
I'm on
President,
the board of
NCIA.
Normal KC,
Okay.
and support all the other people, the Canna Convicts, marijuana, cannabis matriarchs.
Oh, yeah.
All of them. And they're all doing good work, and I'm happy to support them, and y'all should support them too. Support the
Absolutely.
community.
Yes.
Help where you can.
Like we had that little community mixer here this last weekend,
Right.
and all the vendors,
Right.
came and
Right.
and that's one thing. I was talking to Clay today, and this has kind of been on my mind. When we come into this, okay, we got the cannabis industry, and we got the cannabis community, and
You put mics.
me.
Probably your mic.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's up? Okay,
We know
cool.
where it is.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. There we go. After we were so rudely interrupted by production. So anyway, yeah. So where was I at? Oh, okay. So you got the community and you got the industry, and right now they're kind of at odds. But there's an industry inside the community.
Yes.
Always has been. What there wasn't was a community.
Right.
Right.
Well, it was, but it was scattered around. But
Yeah.
now
We're starting to come together.
But all
Right.
the vendors out here, that's the industry inside the community, because the majority of the vendors here, and when we were at Kansas City Cannabis Company over there and all them, the majority of the people over there are the community.
Yeah.
And community members that are just trying to make a difference.
Right.
Community members that are just trying to, live their dreams and earn their living in the cannabis, in the cannabis business.
Right.
So
And how many guys would come in this store and going, "Hey, man, I got a job with Illicit," or there's
yeah.
a lot of them getting out there and they're getting to live out their dreams. So that's cool.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
cool
yeah.
that that's out there,
And-
that
and-
opportunity out there.
Well, and that's the one thing about the industry side.
And they're
you know,
growers too. So
Yeah.
that's why I know about
The
it.
big industry, yeah, we can sit and cuss at them and yell at them and talk about everything that they're doing wrong, and a lot of it's probably right. A lot of it's probably true. There's no secret about that. There's things that need to be fixed. But
Right.
there's a lot of good that's coming out of it. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
like you said, dude, there's a lot
yeah.
of people that have jobs
Yeah.
that didn't
Yeah.
have jobs. There's a lot of people. Look, man, if you don't like being a bud tender, don't be a fucking bud tender, okay?
Right.
But don't abuse or verbally plummet a bud tender because they've chosen. They're living their dream.
That's right.
Let them live their dream. Let
That's
them
right.
sing their song, okay?
Yeah.
You don't want to be a bud tender. You think bud tending's cheesy. Cool. Do your thing, chicken wing. But don't be, dissing on somebody that's living their dream, okay?
Yep.
And if somebody wants to, hey, you know what? I think, and it's no secret, I think that commercial grow operations grow subpar bud.
Yeah.
Because they have to.
Yeah.
It's not their fault. It's no fault of the grower. They're on a schedule, okay? That's
Yeah.
just the way it is. But I'm not going to sit and harp on it and hate on them for it and hate everybody that goes to work for them because, and all that shit, because these people have jobs, they have families to feed.
That's right.
Okay, and I know for a fact that the dispensaries start out with a good wage. They start out with, they give you benefits and everything else. The grow ops do too, and they're providing a lot of jobs for a lot of people that
there's
just want
some
to be in the
they've been,
cannabis industry.
lots of
Yeah.
jobs happening
Yeah.
right
Oh, yeah.
now.
So I'm
Well,
not hating on them. I just
Yeah.
want,
Yeah.
I just want the system to be fixed and to be what it's supposed to be.
And real quick
Okay.
on
But
when it
that's up-
comes.
but that's up to us.
It is
And
up to us.
It's up to us to come together, decide what
Yeah.
the hell we want, and I think we know what
And-
we want.
I think we know.
we know.
And
And
keep the joint
we,
lit.
we make it happen,
I
and we
talk too
need
damn
your
much.
help out there if you guys want to get involved and do that
Yeah.
too. So
Well,
Absolutely.
real quick,
Well, it's
when
going
it
to take the community.
when it
Yeah.
comes to what we're talking about, and someone brought it up. I just saw in the message. Be kind to your bud tenders. Your
Yep.
bud tenders
Yeah.
aren't
Tip
the
'em.
ones that
Tip
grow.
them.
Yeah, they don't grow this stuff. They don't have any control over this
tenders are
stuff.
people,
They're doing
too.
their best they can.
Right.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
don't be rude to the bud tenders. Tip them. Be nice to your bud tenders. You're nice to your bud
Absolutely.
tenders, they'll be awesome for you.
And there's ways of getting things done, and there's ways of putting up walls.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
So I want to move forward a little bit here, and I'm digging the conversation. I like this setting. I love it, man.
Yeah.
This is cool.
And it's
So-
a long way to the top
Oh.
if you want to rock
Whoa.
and roll.
All righty. So is this our third giveaway?
This is our third giveaway. Looks like we got some. It's the
Okay,
Which
we're gonna
one?
do
Or do we wanna
we're gonna do Carl's cake.
Yep. So
No,
this-
you know what? We got another package of. We got another package of probably fire here. We're gonna give away another
All right.
package of lemon Hugo.
So
Lemon Fugo Haze.
here we go.
All right.
Wheel is spinning.
Who's getting it?
Looks like we got Melissa Hoover. That's my wife. Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
They're in your lap, buddy.
There
Take
we
them home.
go.
Got my back even when I don't know it.
There we go.
You know what?
Yeah.
Right
You
on.
know what? And
It's
that's
an
a-
honor to grow these, bro.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful segue,
Yes.
or whatever the hell you. Is that what?
Yes,
is that right
segue,
word?
segue.
Segue. Okay, whatever. Okay, into our next
Right on.
our next conversation. Okay, so what I want to do is I want you guys to meet Bobby Hoover. I've been getting to know him for a little while online, and recently we've here over the last couple months we've connected a few times in person, and I mean he's just a solid guy. I dig
You're a
his
good
vibe,
dude, too.
and he's got a story. And his son Skylar here has a story also. They've come here tonight because they want to hear. They want to get out, and I want to get out. And I know this is a horse that's being beaten, but it's going to be beaten. I've just got a different stick, okay, than some of you, okay. But what we want to do is we want to get across how important it is to
F
the
Big Pharma.
community and the patients who need it, who really need it. FICO or RSO, whatever you want, is to get on the market at an affordable cost to the patients who really need it. And Bobby has his own story,
Yep.
and Skylar has his story. Bobby is Skylar's father, and we've got a tragic accident, and we've got cannabis has helped them both
Yeah.
in their own way, and it's two things that I am very, very passionate about. Is I have been blessed enough to be the part of several people's pathway to getting off opioids
Yes.
due to the need for FICO and RSO. To help them get off of them because of the way that it refires the receptors in your brain and everything. And it doesn't just take the place of the opiate.
No.
It fixes your brain so you
Totally.
don't want it anymore. So
Yeah.
I want Bobby here. Dude, you just feel free to talk. I want people to know what your story is. I want you to help Skylar express his story here.
So, when I was 14, I was diagnosed with bipolar and ADD and a couple other things, learning disabilities, and they put me on all kinds of meds. And I was either amped up or depressed and thinking about doing stupid stuff all the time. And I dealt with years of that. Turned 15 and was first time I smoked, and I realized, whoa, because I got concentration, I got
Right.
my brain thought right and everything,
all the things that the other medications were trying to do and couldn't.
and couldn't do, and I was normal. And so what's crazy is I can remember now feeling like I can't talk to my doctor about this and tell him what really helps me and what makes me feel like a normal person and not like I'm in a suit, somebody else's skin or something, and it just sucked. And I mean, so they kept giving me prescription pills and prescription pills and prescription pills, and one year I lost my grandma, my mom, my dad, and I did a bunch of stupid stuff and started popping pills like crazy. And the funny thing is I was telling the doctors how I was feeling, and they were giving me more and more Xanax,
More and more
more and more
drugs.
Klonopin, more and more.
Of
So I was
course.
throwing them at me.
Yeah, so you weren't just some kid that went out and did some
No, I wasn't.
you
It
know,
wasn't.
pop some pills to get high, dude.
No.
You were turned into
Yeah.
a drug addict
But-
from the time you were a child. Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and dude, THC, terpenes, marijuana is amazing. I've gone through. I've quit and got back on the pills, and I was 265 pounds. I showed you guys pictures,
Oh, yeah,
didn't I?
yeah,
Show you guys
yeah.
the pictures.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because
You're as fat as me, dude.
so I started smoking again.
Fat as I used to be.
I got happy and was happy with myself and everything.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
bro,
You look
like,
great now.
Thank you. And that's enough about me. So
Well, brother, you know what? And that's awesome. But I just want you to know, dude, that your story is just as valid. I mean, there are a lot of people who
Yeah.
struggled with. And I just, before you move on to talking about, Skylar and helping him share his story, I just want to emphasize the fact that you were turned into a drug addict by the system
Yes.
from the time you were a child.
by the doctors I trusted, my parents trusted.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you did what was right,
What I was told to do.
and who knows, and then tragedy came.
Yeah.
And you turned to prescription drugs because they were prescribed to you, okay? Instead of a doctor being able to go, you know what? Here, smoke some weed. Or better yet, instead of, not even a doctor, instead of you being able to, go out and just buy some freaking weed somewhere
Yeah.
because it's legal and they don't have a right to tell us we can't have it, you had to be on prescription drugs.
I suggested my doctor what it did for me too, and they told me that I don't suggest that. I don't suggest you use marijuana. There's no science behind it.
But you made
Yeah.
that switch. Now do you use RSO?
FICO?
FICO? Yes.
Yeah.
FICO.
Yeah.
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 There's okay. I'm saying it wrong for today.
Yes,
It
sir.
used to be RSO.
Yeah.
Now it's FICO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it trips you up that I say RSO sometimes, sorry.
Full
What's the
extract.
acronym
Full
stand for?
extract
Rick Simpson
cannabis
oil.
oil.
I know that.
Oh,
And
full extract cannabis oil.
full extract.
Yeah, and you use a
yes,
different
oil.
solvent to break
Yeah.
it down is all.
What's the different solvent?
The Rick Simpson oil,
Was acetone,
yeah.
right? It's what's FICO.
FICO's made with
Everclear.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
alcohol.
A lot
Mhm.
safer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. So you just go
Naturally evaporates.
right.
Right. So so you didn't even need the hard stuff.
No.
All you needed was flour, maybe a little dab, whatever.
It's not about getting high all the time. It's
Right.
about feeling right as a person and
Absolutely.
being able to be comfortable in public. I can't be in public places without it.
Yeah. Welcome to the club, brother.
Yeah.
It's just something some of us deal with. So now you're good. You've moved forward.
Yeah.
And so now I want to move into RSO, and I want to move into, I want Skylar to talk. I want you to talk about, what happened. If you might share whatever you want to share, brother. I don't want you to share anything you don't feel like sharing.
Yeah.
My point is not to break you down, dude. My point is to I know he wants to tell his story because it's so important to him. I can see it in his face, man. That he wants to tell. He wants people to understand why it's so important that he can get his medicine.
Me and this dude share the same birthday. He was my 18th birthday present.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome.
2019, he was his 21st birthday. He was turning 21. I had a bunch of cool stuff planned. I talked to him September 16th.
Are you okay, brother? You want to do this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Talked to him September 16th, and he was gonna come hang out that night, and I fell asleep because he didn't come. my phone rang, and a doctor asked me if this was Robert Hoover, and I said, yeah. And they were like, do you know Skylar Hoover? And I was like, yeah, that's my son. They were like, well, what's his birth date and blah, blah, blah. And I told them that, and they were like, well, you need to get to the hospital right now. They wouldn't tell me what was going on. I go to the hospital. He was T-boned, internally decapitated. His skull was crushed. Collarbone was crushed. Arm was pulled from the socket. Hip was crushed. What else? Liver and kidney lacerated and internal damage. He was on all kinds of tubes. He was in a coma for a total of 6 months. We were told that he wasn't going to live 24 hours.
Been a long 24 hours, hasn't it, Skylar?
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
Yep.
You told them doctors what's up, huh?
Hell yeah. What'd you
Only-
tell the doctors, bro?
What'd you tell them doctors?
Yeah.
Eat a D! Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. Well, they did exactly what they did to me and drugged him up.
Right.
Like,
That's what they do.
yeah. Yes, he was having seizures. Yes, he's in pain. Yes, he has muscle constriction and can't fully extend his arms and everything. But Fico helps him do it naturally and not be a drone, not be to just sit there in his chair and not even want to watch TV. Just he literally would stare off into space and not want to do anything. Not want to do anything.
On the pain meds he was
Yeah.
on. Well, and not to mention, I mean, I know a lot of you guys have used pain meds, but there are a whole lot of side effects that
Yeah.
come along with pain meds
Stomach problems
That-
and
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
come along with cannabis, like
Yeah.
bowel problems,
Yeah.
all kinds of
they were definitely
yeah,
causing it was
and
definitely.
it can be
Yeah.
horrible for people that don't have the limitations he has at this point, and double for him, and so that's an important point to get across, that cannabis is especially
Medicates
the
doesn't
Fico.
sedate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Medicates doesn't sedate.
Yeah.
So what's been your biggest struggle in getting the FICO? I mean, other than the fact that it's been illegal.
It's not available because you can go in any dispensary, which I am appreciative for, being able to
Right.
go in there. If, like you said, if I had a bad batch or something growing, then I could get his meds. I could
Right.
make sure that he's taken care of. We can make sure that everything's taken care of. But they need to understand that FICO is a medicine, and it needs to be more readily available to the people that need it.
Yeah, and we're not talking about people who get headaches.
No.
We're not talking about people
We're
who
talking
have
about-
anxiety.
Yeah.
We're not talking about people who, and nothing against those. That's me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
That's most of
Okay.
us sitting here
But,
around this table
you
right
know,
now.
Actual
we're not
cancer
talking about.
patients.
Yeah, we're talking.
Actual, yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about people that need that to kill cancer.
TBI victims.
FICO
Yeah.
kills cancer. Yeah, and
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, he is. I am sure 100 times better than he would be if he was on the opioids and everything they would have him on if he didn't have FICO. Now, again, I want to drive home. What do you have to do to get him FICO, man? How can you for 6 plants? Can you grow enough cannabis to get him the FICO he needs to get through? Everybody out there says, "Why nobody needs more than 6 plants? Nobody needs more than 6." Yeah, no, 6 plants. Even if you have the highest terpene levels and they're frosty as fuck, you're going to play hell providing some
Enough
people with a
FICO.
gram of
Yeah.
FICO a day
Yeah.
to help them deal with their issues.
Yeah, because if you do, then they won't have flour, and it's about alteration,
Yeah, balance.
alternating and balance for him, because it is a medicine, and if you do, it can be abused. You give
Yes.
him too
Oh, yeah.
much, and
He's out of it.
he's out of
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Moderation and everything, though. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, you just want to stress the fact that it needs to be available because, I mean, that's what I want to drive home.
It's got. There's
When
gotta
you
be-
harvest, if you harvest 6 plants, when you harvest and you turn those plants into FICO, how long does that get you through until you need more FICO?
couple weeks.
A couple weeks.
3 weeks. Yeah.
3
maybe.
weeks.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's that's pushing it to have other things for him too and stuff.
Flour,
Yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
If I want to do gummies for him or whatever, you know.
Right. Yeah. So 3 weeks.
Wow.
You can't grow a crop, even if you're on
No.
a rotation. You can't grow a full crop and bring it down in enough time to make FICO and have a constant supply for him to renew every 3 weeks. So it needs to be available on the market. This is why everyone voted for this.
yes.
So that people could have the medicine that they need, real medicine.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm not saying flour's not real medicine, you know, but I would rather than to see one more bottle of
Yeah,
Keef on the
exactly.
fucking shelf,
Or,
one more dab
want
like
these-
this.
no.
even. I mean, I like this. Don't get me
But
wrong.
it could be put into CMT also
Yeah.
and used.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What, like these Wana gummies? I am sorry. Those Wana gummies are the Rohats. Sorry,
The
the
Rohats.
Rohats. The Rohats.
We
suck.
said the same thing.
You know, why
We said
why
the same
couldn't they
thing.
put that same flour?
Flavor-wise,
and stuff
they
into
were okay,
RSO?
but-
That's
yeah,
what
they need
yeah.
to stop manufacturing it and put that stuff
I
into
would
the
rather
RSO.
see
Yeah.
first.
Stop wasting.
Patience
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Put that stuff. I don't need a gummy.
no.
I don't need. I don't need dab. I mean, I don't need a Keef drink or anything like that. He needs RSO, and I care more about that than I care about whether or not I can eat a gummy.
Right.
And until they get that, and you know what? I'm hoping Coco Labs is listening.
He can't even drink those Keef drinks though because it's so hard to judge how much is actually in how much he drinks. So he
Right.
gets
Wow.
yeah.
So,
Man, that's tough.
Yeah.
but you're making it. You're getting RSO. He's got what he
Yeah.
needs at this point, and you're doing what you need
It's
to
hard.
make sure he has what he needs.
It's hard to legally keep it going, but I'll do what I have to do to make sure my son has his meds.
Absolutely, you know, and that's what we're here for, trying to accomplish. So that you can do that and feel good about it. So, but we're a few minutes past.
Yeah.
You know what? I just want to say, I want to thank Bobby. I want to thank
Thank
Stuart.
you.
We've got one more giveaway to do.
Yep.
I want to thank Pablo. I want to thank Chris, Eric. Thank you all for being here and chilling with us on 420 giveaway. We're going to give away this package right here. So
Yeah. So we got.
Here we
let's
go.
see it. Spin the wheel.
spin the wheel. If you've stuck it out with us this long,
Chris Skinner.
Chris Skinner, are you here, Chris?
Chris Skinner.
He was out here at our event this weekend. Are you here, Chris? Where you at, Chris?
I saw him on here earlier.
Yep,
Hey,
he's.
Melissa brought another good point. The drinks and the snacks have way too much sugar. And remember what
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're talking about?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're really not healthy.
Yeah.
No.
That's something he addressed in
Yeah.
his.
Yeah, my edible review.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Uh,
Chris.
yeah, there's
Chris,
Chris.
you got this package right here.
Yeah.
You got the shirt, not the dab rig. That's probably
Fine.
Pablo's. I'm sorry, dude. I know you as you know.
It might be.
So the vape, you got the vape, you got the Carl's Cake beans, you got the top shelf hat. It's a cool little package.
Yeah.
Awesome, Chris.
Yep. We'll get in touch.
Yeah.
So I think it's
Shoot
time
us a
to
message, brother.
dab
It's
out.
time to dab out, everybody. Thanks for coming to our 420 special, and I especially want to thank Bobby and Skylar for coming here and sharing their story.
Yes.
This is what it's all about,
Yes.
dude.
Happy 420 to everybody.
Patience
Stay
before
lifted.
profits.
I got it first.
Yeah, baby. baby.
Yes, patience before profits.
I need that torch, baby.
I'm going.
I need
There
it.
you go.
I need it. I need it. Oh my God. Yeah. So, here we go. It's
Until
starting
next
to-
week,
Yeah. Plant
God.
often
grow happy.
and stay lifted.